Have you ever wondered how to create a text effect that looks like moving water using only HTML and CSS? In this tutorial, I'll show you how to build this beautiful liquid ripple text with a modern Glassmorphism card and smooth SVG filter animation. The best part, no JavaScript libraries, no frameworks, and no complicated setup. We'll build everything step by step, so even if you're a beginner, you can easily follow along. By the end of this video, you'll have a premium interactive text effect that you can use in your portfolio, landing page, or any modern website. So let's get started. Now let's build this effect from scratch. I already have my interactive ripple text project folder ready in Versus Code. Inside it, I'll create two files, index.html and style.css. We'll keep the structure clean and write everything step by step. Once that's done, we can start building our interactive ripple text effect. First, let's set up the basic HTML structure for our project. I'll add the standard HTML boilerplate, including the meta tags for proper responsiveness. Then, I'll give the page a title and connect our external style.css file. With the foundation ready, we can move on to building the interactive ripple text effect. Next, I'll add an SVG container. This will hold the filter definitions that create our liquid ripple effect. Inside the SVG, I'll create a custom filter and expand its bounds to prevent the ripple effect from getting clipped. Now, I'll add a feTurbulence to generate the noise that powers our fluid ripple animation. Next, I'll use feDisplacementMap to distort the text using the generated noise, creating a realistic liquid ripple effect. Now, I'll add the main card container and place the oceanic heading inside it as our ripple text. Let's begin by applying a simple CSS reset for consistent styling across all elements. Then, I'll center the content using Flexbox and add a dark radial gradient background to create a clean, modern look. Now, let's style the main card that holds our ripple text. I'll make it relative so we can easily manage any layered effects later. Then, I'll add generous padding, a semi-transparent background, and a subtle border for a clean Glassmorphism look. Next, I'll round the corners, apply a backdrop blur, and add a deep shadow to create a floating card effect. Finally, I'll add a smooth transition and enhance the border and glow on hover to make the interaction feel more dynamic and premium. Next, I'll style the heading to make it bold, large, and easy to notice. Then, I'll apply a bright electric cyan color and connect the custom SVG filter to create the liquid distortion effect. After that, I'll add a soft glowing text shadow and disable text selection for a cleaner interaction. Finally, on hover, I'll increase the glow intensity to give the text a more vibrant and premium look. Finally, I'll hide the SVG container since it's only needed for the filter and doesn't need to be visible on the page. Now, I'll select the SVG filter elements in the card container so we can control their behavior with JavaScript. Next, I'll add hover event listeners to the card. When the mouse enters, the displacement scale increases to create a stronger ripple effect. When the mouse leaves, it smoothly returns to its original value for a subtle animation. Next, I'll create a simple animation loop and update the angle on every frame to produce a smooth, continuous ripple motion. Finally, I'll update the turbulence frequency on every frame and use requestAnimationFrame to keep the ripple animation smooth. Finally, I'll start the animation by calling the animate function. And that's it. Our interactive ripple text effect is now complete. As you can see, the smooth liquid distortion and hover interaction create a modern, eye-catching design using only HTML, CSS, and a little JavaScript. And that's the complete interactive ripple text effect. Using HTML, CSS, SVG filters, and a little JavaScript, we've created a smooth liquid animation with a modern Glassmorphism design. Feel free to customize the text, colors, ripple intensity, and hover effects to match your own projects. I hope you learned something new and found this tutorial helpful. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe for more creative web design tutorials, and let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.